Andrew. Oh, what a coincidence, for God's sake. Hey, the wife and I were just talking about you.
Really?
What do you got there?
Oh, this? They gave me a free toaster.
So you must be doing pretty good, huh? Good. Hey, that is good. I just lost my job.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's greedy bastards like you that make the world what it is today. You just don't give a shit for anybody, do you? As long as you're doing good, that's all that matters, huh? Mr. Big Shot, oh, Mr. Kanaka with his bank accounts, with his toasters. You can take that toaster and shove it up your ass. You hear what I'm saying to you? You nauseate me. You hear me? You nauseate me. I want to put my fingers deep down and blow huge gobs of vomit right into your face. Oh, God. Hey. If you ever see me in the street, don't talk to me. Don't even look at me. As far as I'm concerned, you are stick trick. You are dirt. You are scum. Oh, give me that goddamn thing, you piece of shit.
What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another Yo Joe Jerk Toy Review. I'm your host, Sam Rothstein, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe 112 Collective Destro. And let's take a quick look at the box. It's got the original card art from the 80s G.I. Joe line. On this side of the box, we get the Cobra symbol, Destro 112 Collective. On the back of the package, we get the full artwork off the original card, Destro the Enemy. Mezco logo. On this side of the package, another Cobra logo, Destro 112. Top of the box, G.I. Joe symbol. On the bottom of the box, you get your legal mush and your barcode. Alright, let's open this sucker up. Pop, and the sweet release. And there's a whole lot going on. I just wanted to show you guys how these trays are laid out because they're beautiful. We get all the extra hands right and left on these sides right here. We get Destro's little pimp necklace right here. Over here, we get his different head sculpts. Over here, we get his rocket launcher attachment. Down here, we get the extra holster, which attaches over here. Right here, there's an extra little gun clip, as well as over here. All right, next level of the tray, we have a battery pack right here. We have the Build-A-Gun insert, which we'll get a closer look at. Over here is a part of the stand. Up here, we have a pistol and some kind of crazy machine gun. And that's everything that comes in the trays. Now, I'm gonna get all this stuff out of here, and we're gonna take a better look at it. All right, let's take a look at this figure. And real quick, just look at all the stuff this guy comes with. It's just completely insane when you look at it all laid out like this. Now, right off the rip, let's take a look at this head sculpt. And holy shit, this thing looks fucking incredible. The paint looks nice. The detail to the eyes and the eyebrows look amazing. The detail where the neck meets the helmet looks great. Down here on the chest, I got a little sloppy painting, but from far away, I can't even see it. His pimp collar is plastic that meets the fabric. It's all one piece. Where the fabric and the plastic meet down here is just incredible. It looks great. It's seamless. Up here on the chest, we have soft goods with this rubber overlay on it. And the detail is fantastic. Here on the arm, we get the soft goods with the rubber glued to it. Down here at the wrists, he's got these really nice gauntlets. Great detail in there, nice paint. Right here, you can actually open the gauntlet, and it looks like he has a little built-in computer in there. The gloves are the same thing. Really good sculpted detail with nice paint on it. Over here on the right arm, same deal, soft goods with that rubber overlay on it. Also, where the soft goods meet the actual plastic is seamless. Like I said, even at the lower angle, seamless. On this gauntlet, he's got the little missile launcher. It is detachable and comes off for another accessory that we will take a look at in a minute. On mine, this piece is very loose and keeps falling off. Hopefully that's not a problem with you guys. Same deal on the fist. Great sculpted detail with a lot of paint. On his waist, he's got a floating belt. I'm pretty sure you could pull it down over this rubber, but I wouldn't advise it. More rubber inlays all over this guy for detail. They look great on top of this soft goods. On the back of the belt, we got more sculpted detail, lots of paint. On the back, more of that textured rubber. Down on the boots, Tons of texture and paint, beautiful sculpted detail. The boots are identical on both sides. Up on the thighs here, he's got that really cool holster. This is removable. You can put a different holster in. We'll take a look at it in a minute. Nice pouches there on the holster. Nice little painted detail on the buttons and the buckles. On the back of the holster, more paint. Nice sculpted detail. Now, lately I don't go over articulation, but I'm gonna show you some stuff on him because he is not a G.I. Joe classified figure, and I'd like to show you how good this thing is actually made. So, down here on his legs, he moves really well. He comes out, no problem. The suit does stretch. You always want to be careful with Mezco. You don't want to go full rip, but he probably could go full rip. Down here, lots of ankle movement, back and forth. Lots of range here. His knees do bend back really far, but like I said, just go easy on soft goods and they'll last a very long time. He does not have a thigh cut. And that's what I wish all Mezco would upgrade to. Thigh cuts are amazing for articulation and movement, but he does have a lot of range back and forth up there. He's got a lot of swivel at the waist. He can bend back and forth really well. On the head, it goes back and forth, up and down, side to side. He's got a lot of tilt, a lot of movement, a lot of expression on the head. I think this is great. Up at the shoulder, he goes out, he goes up. Nice jointed elbows. I don't know if they're double jointed, but I ain't taking it there. But all in all, for real quick articulation, this guy's awesome. He's not super articulated like a G.I. Joe classified figure, but I will take a little less articulation for a hell of a lot better looking figure. This thing is just fucking amazing. Now we're gonna go over accessories real quick. It has felt like something's been missing the entire time, hasn't it? So we're gonna put that shit on him right away. First up, his amulet. So right away, the detail is just insane on this thing. There is a translucent red piece of plastic inside the necklace. It's made out of real chain, and we're gonna throw that on him real quick. Ah, now everything's right in the world again. I definitely like the real chain on it. This really brings it out a hell of a lot more. All right, next up, we're gonna take a look at this little holster. Now, this is the extra holster that comes with Destro. It's sculpted very well, tons of paint and wash on it, and it's just to give you a different feel for the holster. I'm gonna go with the one that's actually on the figure, but I like having that option. Next up, we're gonna take a look at the missile effect that goes on his wrist. Now this thing is super detailed and looks amazing. If we get in real close, you can see the little rockets are actually inside the plastic itself, and the translucent plastic just looks incredible. This is where it clips onto his wrist. So all you do is just breathe on this wrong and it'll fall right out. Then you take your missile effect and you see the port there and you see the little peg. You just marry the two together, and there you go. You have some crazy looking missile fire effect that looks incredible. All right, next up, we're gonna take a look at these two little clips. Now, you get an extra clip for each weapon. Beautiful detail, look at that. You can see the bullets are actually painted two different tones in there. Fun little ad if you lose your clips. Next up, we're gonna take a look at the pistol. The pistol is beautiful, tons of nice sculpting, has a port at the end for blast effects. The clip does come out of the gun, but I got giant sausage fingers, so I can't do that. Here's Destro sporting the pistol. Pistol fits in the holster, no problem. All right, next up, we're gonna take a look at the rifle he comes with. This looks like some kind of crazy laser rifle. Tons of great detail and light paint in there. The clip does come out. I managed to get that one out. Down here, you can see the beautiful detail even in the clips. Loads right in there, no problem. Has a port at the end for blast effects. Has a few dabs of paint on it, but a pretty awesome weapon. Here's a look at Destro with the rifle. Fits in his hands perfect. The scale looks great. It just looks like a crazy railgun of some sort. All right, we're gonna do the case next. Now, it ain't a Destro figure unless it comes with a shady briefcase, and this one is just incredible. Let's open it up, and we got this awesome translucent cobra symbol. And down here, we got all these kind of crazy weapons. These two little buttons here, one's an on and one's an off switch. And we light it up and you get magic. Now, if you kind of position the case a little bit, you'll get some reflection out of the back, but the back does not light up. You just hit that button to turn it off, and it's got a neat little handle that can go back and forth and shut. It also has a little computer and computer screen built into the top of the case. And we can look at the little graphics, super good detail. And down there, it looks like a keyboard. And this is just an incredible accessory. Let's open it up again, and you can take this out. And basically down here, it just clips open and there's a battery cover with an on and off switch. So you can just turn it off when you're done. And that brings us to the next piece of the briefcase. You can assemble an entire weapon. This is like some kind of squishy ass foam in there. And each one of these pieces actually comes out. And you can build a weapon. And if you don't want to build the weapon, you can take the case and you can actually store it in there. And it fits perfectly. Now, this is awesome. I have sausage fingers, so there's no way I could do this on film where you would not be bored out of your mind. But this thing is insanely detailed. You can even see the bullets in there, have two-tone painting. Every piece of that gun has paint on it, even if it's black paint. This is just incredible. Next up, he comes with 6 sets of hands, including the ones that are on him. There are all kinds of different hands. I'm not gonna go over all of them or we'll be here for like 25 fucking minutes. But you get the gist. All the hands are painted great, is open, closed, every kind of hand you can think of, he comes with. Now let's go over the extra head sculpts. These are the 2 extra heads that he comes with. I fucking love both of them. This thing looks like Terry Savalas. This one looks straight out the comic book. And they both just look incredible like the original head sculpt. We'll check them out fully on the body next, but I wanted to get in close so you guys could take a look and really just see how detailed these head sculpts really are. And here's the shit-eating grin head sculpt. It matches the paint on the neck perfectly. Looks great. I love how the eyebrows are on top of a freaking helmet. The teeth paint were done perfect. Here we go with the sharper helmet with no eyebrows, the more realistic version of the helmet. This looks like a comic book version of him. And I think this is the one I'm gonna go with. I really just like how that looks. And last up, I did not want to forget to include this beautiful stand that he comes with. You could peg the figure in here if you like, or you can pop this out and add this giant thing to it to hold them up. These stands are great and work perfect. And he also comes with the 112 goodie bag, so you can put all of your accessories in it. And for size comparison, here we have them with all the G.I. Joe classified versions of Destro. We got the first release here. We got the retro carded release here. And we have Pimp Daddy Destro right there. And all in all, he does fit in perfectly. And I do love each of these Destros for various reasons, but I gotta say, this Mezco Destro just blows these out of the fucking water. For some more size comparisons, we have him with Firefly and Dr. Meatball Vendor. Here we have him with Roadblock and Rock and Roll. Here we have him with Shipwreck and Torpedo. And last up, we have him with Scrap Iron and Sergeant Slaughter. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts are, I fucking love this figure. He's fucking awesome. He's fucking incredible. He's probably one of the best G.I. Joe figures I have ever fucking played with. Now, there are some downsides. You gotta be careful about soft goods and take care of them correctly. He does not have thigh swivel, which really sucks when you're used to it, but that's not a big deal. He is $100, but he is worth every fucking penny. He is fucking awesome. If you have the money and you want to upgrade your Joes just a little bit, highly fucking recommend it. This is a 10 out of 10 as far as I'm concerned. Even with the shitty arm bracelet, I'll get the fuck over it. And that's all I got this week, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next review. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.